All right, here we go. Spawning down in the bottom left for Team Liquid, it is Kelazhur in the blue. And his opponent spawning up the top right of this fresh series, this best of 5. It is the Shopify Rebellion's Harstem in the red. Now, you might be wondering, why am I watching this match? What are the stakes? Well, I can tell you what the stakes are. This is the open qualifier for the closed qualifier, which will take place tomorrow, to make it into IEM Katowice 2024, which is a 24-player, $500,000 tournament. Lowest rank. If you bomb out of your groups at that, you go 0-10 in maps, 0-5 in series, and you literally just a potato replaces your brain, and you have a complete brain fart. Nothing you can do. You just play some of the worst StarCraft you've ever played. You will still walk away with $3,000. If you somehow manage to make it to, I think, top 8, 10, or top 12, even? Top 12, 10,000. If you win the tournament, it is $150,000. So, while we are very early in the stage for this, this is a very important match. These players are looking to qualify into the closed qualifier, where from that, they will join 8 players that are already through, 7 other players from this qualifier, and then from that, the top 7 advance. It will be a double elimination bracket with a little bit of a weird format. But regardless, this is their first big opportunity to qualify. It is the European server qualifier, and now you have been explained. You've been steady-splained about what is up and what the stakes are. Let's talk about the build orders a little bit. We've got ourselves a Gate Nexus from Harstem, chronoing out that first Adept, and look at what we've got from Kelazhur. Gasless 1-Rax Expand. Oh, and he will find his opponent's Scouting Pro, but not before it got the scouting information. Gasless 1-Rax Expand into a super fast third command center, all without gas being taken. Radhuset, a little bit of a wildly large map, and it is going to be very good for Kelazhur to be able to get away with this, if he can. But Stargate opener from Harstem, if he opens up with a quick Oracle, there's a lot of potential to get something done. And Kelazhur, he tried to juke a little bit with the SCV, wasn't able to sneak by, so both players have lost an early scouting worker. However, Harstem has gotten the small advantage in terms of information. Ooh, nice Marine positioning here from Kelazhur. Harstem does respond, but it's a little bit late, and he loses the Adept. That's a very nice pick. Now, those Marines being out where they were does mean that Harstem could potentially get something with that first Oracle. However, the Marines have already achieved their goal, sniped down that first Adept, and they're going to be able to back away. Now, Harstem wants to draw these Marines out. He really wants to draw these Marines out. This is most of the anti-air right now, even though it is a 3-rack setup from Kelazhur. The second one just starting up. Third one not finished, and the first one starts the tech lab, so there's not a whole lot of production right now in terms of Marines. So that Oracle has huge potential to get some big damage done and really nullify the advantage that Kelazhur is going to get from this fast third command center. Ooh, fresh mule being dropped. If Harstem saw it, he did. He targets it down and instantly grabs the Marine as well. No hull damage yet on this Oracle. Oh, he does go for that one SCV that was pulled back quite quickly. Nice quick missile turret in the main mineral line. Oh, nice snipe on another SCV. Well, actually, I guess it's the first SCV. Killed a mule, an SCV, and a Marine. Could have been a lot worse, honestly, for Kelazhur, but that's all right for Harstem. Specifically, the fact that he got a brand new fresh mule is actually pretty huge. 225 minerals that Kelazhur will not get to mine very early in the game. But of course, he's on triple orbital. And mules do a lot to really supercharge your economy. Now, Harstem already has his own third Nexus done. So it's not like he is in a tough position economically either. He's done this all off one gate, adding on a second gate, robotics bay, and a forge, an extremely greedy opener from Harstem. And it's going to match what his opponent is doing. And I gotta say, I think I like this position. Well, I think it's pretty even. Very quick 4th and 5th barracks. No factory yet from Kelazhur. He's not going to just pump bio at his opponent, is he? That would be insanity. But would be a very intriguing setup. Would be very cool. Kelazhur going to avoid the supply block at 77. Harstem. Oh, is he... Okay, no, he does have the Colossus already started out. But he will get supply block to 77 for just a moment. However, I think only one Nexus was slowed down on probe production for like 2 or 3 seconds. I don't think it was a big deal. Wasn't like a 15-second supply block or something like that. Harstem, though, does not yet see this army. Oh, no, he did. He did see it with the Observer, I think. I think he's pulling it back in a way that makes me think he did. Either way, he's got the Colossus out. Factory just now about to finish. So the first medevacs are actually rather late, all things considered. Stim and combat shields are done. Harstem, ooh, revelates literally every unit. Scan comes down at the natural. We'll see. Yeah, there's a shield battery, a Colossus, a couple force fields available if you're so inclined. And Kelazhur will not want to push into that. Harstem is anticipating the potential of a drop, so he does not know that Kelazhur went for a very quick 4th and 5th barracks and did not start up the starport until just now. Kelazhur, though, super fast 4th command center. And, of course, Harstem responding with a fast 4th command center of his own. He is getting into charge and +1 weapons.
I have met the enemy.
Oh, this Observer just misses the command center. That's actually kind of a nuisance. Oh, Adept will walk away. And the Shade actually gives a little bit of vision of the army. That's actually really nice from Harstem. Nice little move. Nice little move to kind of maximize the vision. Marine on the right side. Not going to be able to scout the 4th Nexus just yet, but a lot of heavy economic... just heavy economic focus in this early game. And look at that. Kelazhur does run down the final Adept. Nice job. What? Harstem responds by picking off the Marine at the Watchtower. So far, very small potatoes trades. Ooh, Kelazhur going to be going straight up into 8 barracks. No +1 armor yet from him. Harstem, speaking of which, just fired up that +1 armor. And a second Forge, Templar Archives as well. God, that... Oh, man. Oh, my God. That Marine experienced every... It experienced every little bit of the pain that it is to get burned by Colossus lasers. Now, Ghost Academy was very quick for Kelazhur. Man, the medevac count. It's only going to be at 4 just now. Ooh, Observer does get sniped down, I think. It has to have been. Yeah. That was the first and only Observer on the field. Oh, nice quick pullback on the Zealot from Harstem. And will kind of spot his opponent's army. Kelazhur's got to be a little bit careful right here. He still hasn't started +1 armor or set up for +2 attack. No armory, no nothing. He is going pedal to the metal on bio. Oh, Harstem. Oh, man, this is actually... I don't know. Is there enough front line to hold? The Archons, only one of them got EMP'd there, so the Colossus feast as the 2 other Archons hold this army in place. Kelazhur thought he had an opportunity for a jump. EMP comes in a little bit late, but it does hit all the Phoenixes. Not before they get a couple of lifts. That ends up being, I would say, a very good fight for Harstem. He killed 3 Ghosts, did lose 3 Archons, but he killed so much bio. And besides the Archons, he only lost a Sentry, an Oracle, and a Zealot, or a bunch of Zealots. And now, with many of the Ghosts having used their EMPs, including the next round, I think Harstem's very smart to be warping in these Archons. There's only going to be 1 Ghost that's got EMP available, I think. Kelazhur moving out. Uh-oh. Okay, he will get kind of forced back. If Harstem goes right this instant, this looks so dangerous for Kelazhur. There's no EMPs to deal with the Archons, not really. Harstem, though, doesn't have a ton of units. He's getting close to +2 weapons. He has got an upgrade advantage, and it's going to be a big one shortly. +2 on the Colossus is huge. Kelazhur is in a lot of trouble right now. But he does have so much bio. And the positioning so far is good from Kelazhur. Harstem, though, starting to close the distance with those Colossus. He does need another Zealot warp in to reinforce. There's the SCV pull, but now these units are going to be really clumped up in the choke. And Harstem... Oh, he just needs a little bit more front line. The Colossus are cooking this army. 18 SCVs going down, but this might be enough for Kelazhur to just smash through. Harstem will end up getting cleaned up. It was very close to a full break, but it looks like the SCV pull was just enough for Kelazhur to clean that up. However, Harstem is now up over 25 workers. He's got +2 armor on the way. Man, one more warp in of Zealots. I really wonder what happened to Harstem there, such that he didn't warp in the Zealots. I feel like one more warp in of Zealots, and that would have been, maybe been it. Instead, Kelazhur gets all but one of the Colossus. Good War Prism Micro, of course, to save the last one, but he couldn't do anything more than that. We could have potentially seen some fancy War Prism Micro with the juggling. Kelazhur, though, now enjoys a massive army supply advantage, and he's rebuilt his SCVs very effectively. 5th command center ready for Kelazhur. God, I really thought Harstem was going to be able to win the game right there, but not able to do so. And now he faces a huge army hitting his front door. There are a lot of Zealots for Harstem. Widowmine's going to be quite good against this. Ooh, they get some big connections, and just a couple Vikings going to deal with the one Colossus Harstem has. There's not a whole hell of a lot else. Immortals trying to come out in big numbers, but they're not out in big numbers yet. And Kelazhur's mass bio is going to be able to overwhelm this position. And he will take down the 5th base and now enjoys just a giant army supply advantage. Counterattack of Zealots on the other side of the map will be able to get in here. We'll be able to find some good value. It's 2-2 versus 1-1 right now. Ooh, did the disruptor shot already fire out? He got 12 kills. Oh my God, we missed a massive disruptor shot. Second one trying to come out. Battery overcharge is helping these Archons and Immortals survive a lot. Zealots are still going to town in the natural of Kelazhur. Widow mines still available to fire. Disruptor shot. Ooh, clears out 3 of those mines. That's actually huge. More and more SCVs are going down on the other side of the map. I would love to show you, but the action at the front is very important. 23 SCVs going down. That is actually huge damage. Now a 30 worker lead once again from Harstem. And even though he's down a base, he is going to be outmining his opponent by a little bit. And now he's back up to a 2 upgrade advantage right now. Oh man, this game is already quite wild. 15 kills on that one disruptor. That is the game-saving disruptor, and I'm so sorry we missed it. And that's why I didn't want to look away afterwards. Now, Harstem does need to resecure this base, because look at this. He's got lots of probes that are not mining effectively. 2 Colossus going to be popping out momentarily, and with +3 weapons, they are going to hit like a damn truck. Oh, no, it's just 1 Colossus for the moment. Second and third. Well, third one just got fired up. Second one still only about halfway done. Oh, that's a big stim from Kelazhur. Harstem just wants to kind of wait out this stim if he can. Does not want to let Kelazhur get value from it. And a couple Widow Mines getting picked off. Oh, there's the expiration of that 1 stim. Kelazhur does have a lot of medevacs here, but not an inexhaustible amount. Big EMPs on the army. Concave is not the greatest from Kelazhur. Does dodge that 1 disruptor shot. Archon starting to fall. Battery overcharge just a little bit too late to save them. Second Colossus should be joining up momentarily. Where is it? Where is it? It's not joining the fight. Huge stims from Kelazhur, though, and the Immortals actually standing very strong. Nice blink from Harstem to bait that out, but there is no observer, so he needs the disruptors. Still, they're doing the job. Only 2 disruptors on the field, though, but now a 3rd Colossus, and there's only 1 Viking. Big blink forward will grab a Marauder and lets him kill a Widow Mine as well. Kelazhur, the script has flipped on him in a big way here, trying to break through his opponent's natural. The rash distance of Rad Huset is just massive. Scan going to come down, looking for the entire army. Widow Mines do get avoided by Harstem, and he'll take down both Widow Mines as well. And now it's going to be +3 armor, so the upgrades are even for the moment. But Harstem's about to retake a 1 upgrade advantage very shortly. Oh man, this game has been very close and rather back and forth, I would say. Kelazhur trying to take a 6th command center on location. Harstem, if he can split off a couple of Zealots over there, that would be very beneficial. Harstem definitely doesn't want to fight before +3 armor if he can avoid it. We do have +1 ship weapons done, but no +2 ship weapons started up yet. And no advanced ballistics yet either. Oh, here comes the concave from Kelazhur. Disruptor shot does get denied right there. Liberator's trying to siege on top of Colossus, but the bottom side of the army got cooked by Harstem. And Ghosts do get hit by the Disruptors as well. EMPs are going to be good, but as Harstem steps out of the Liberator zones... Ooh, and now he actually blinks in. We'll be able to grab both Liberators from the side. Kelazhur is definitely on the back foot. Big Widowmine shots on the Stalkers. The Vikings... How many Vikings were there? 3 Vikings now on the field. Harstem is so close to breaking through right here. Let's take down those 2 Widowmines. He's got his own 6th Nexus being taken. Is there oversaturation somewhere? Yes, there is here. And undersaturation here. It's the 88 probes that Harstem has. Oh. We'll be able to bait out this 1 Widowmine. How many Disruptors does he have? Only 3. I was going to say, I don't mind him not using the Disruptor shots for this. Oh, good unburrow right there from Kelazhur. Harstem does force a big stim, though, once again. Oh, Disruptor just barely denied. Second one does get ever so slightly juked. 6 Ghosts at a time coming in as all of them were actually killed there. Kelazhur temporarily has no Ghosts. Harstem is really pushing forward. Oh, he's not able to get the kill on that Stalker. He blinked onto the Widowmine. He's really trying to avoid using Disruptor shots to clear these. Adding on 2 more Robos here. We do have a DT Shrine. No blink for those DTs just yet. Kelazhur does have a big concave right here. Harstem will lose 1 Disruptor. He's got to be careful. The Immortal count is not that high. And there's only 2 Colossus as well. Disruptors are the only thing kind of going for Harstem in this army. Oh, blinks on it to the high ground. Does dodge some of the Viking shots. Very nice job with the War Prism and the snipe on those Vikings. Here comes more Vikings from the side. Kelazhur. Oh, man, these are such dynamic fights. Nice blink forward. Snipes down one of the Vikings that was left just a little bit hanging. Harstem warping in more Stalkers. It's still so close. Still very much anybody's game. Harstem taking the gold. Still has 10 extra probes at this base. War Prism is kind of hanging a little bit here. Oh, and Kelazhur will be able to get the pick off on that. Should be able to. Yeah, that's a big misstep from Harstem. Now he can't reinforce into the fight. And he still only has 1 Disruptor on the field. His army is actually way weaker than Kelazhur's right now. Way weaker. Not enough robotics facility units being added in here. Does snipe down the Viking, but imagine 3 Colossus instead of just the 1. Kelazhur is going to be able to deny. He's going to kill so many probes here. Harstem needs to pull these back. The Nexus is gone. And that is a gigantic pickoff for Kelazhur. He's been really pushed back. But he did not break. And Harstem wasn't able to add on blink for his DTs. And his gas count has not been that high. You can see him adding on gas now. He's been playing very heavy charge lots. And a lot of his gas going into Stalkers here as well. Even a couple more probes going down. Kelazhur starting to take control of this game. +3 armor has completed for Kelazhur. That evens out the upgrades as well. A lot of mini tech switches coming in from both players. Kelazhur, oh, quad drop into the natural. Will force out a big recall. Oh, Harstem almost getting that 1 medevac, but not quite. Still now recall is on cooldown. Now, I will say these bases are rather... they're quite defensible. Kelazhur, has he been dropping the Mule Hammer on this base? I don't think so. I'm actually surprised that he hasn't been. Look at the Doom Drop coming in here. Harstem moved everything away. Kelazhur with a massive YOLO move into this back base, but it is entirely mined out. Harstem doesn't need to rush to protect this. He's actually looking for a fight in the middle of the map. Disruptor shot gets a singular Marine. Harstem does manage to snipe down 2 medevacs on the rally. I kind of like Harstem's thought process there. He's like, okay, you're probably going to be focused on this. Can I get a big jump on an army in the middle of the map? DT Warpin is, of course, going to be annoying to deal with. Harstem definitely needs to deny this gold base. He cannot not let his opponent get it set up. DT is still ripping and tearing. It's up to 5 kills now. Finally, an EMP coming on in. Disruptor shots have been avoided. Oh, Colossus do not want to lose that to a missile turret. He will avoid doing so. Kelazhur is going to start to move in here. Oh, Harstem not paying attention. His disruptors are not available to fire. Finally, +2 ship weapons starting up for those Liberators. Battery overcharge is going to get popped. Kelazhur is doing a really great job of avoiding these disruptor shots. Does manage to avoid that one and will take down the Nexus at the natural. Once again, it's a mined out Nexus, but he is going to be able to kill a lot of infrastructure, and even denying, 2 Nexus worth of Chrono Boost is not nothing. Kelazhur is out of medevac energy, though, and he will get out of here. Harstem, oh, he wanted that. He got 1 medevac. Does it show that Kelazhur killed some of his own units? A Ghost and a Marine. So that might have had a couple units in it. Harstem does know about this base in the top left. We are getting to a position where both players are going to start to need a new base very soon. Kelazhur, very wise decision to get out of the base when he did. His medevac energy count is actually extremely low, and he does not have the upgrade for it. He is getting into advanced ballistics. Oh, big blink forward from Harstem. Will grab 1 Liberator, but it cost him a couple of Stalkers. I think that was either 2 or 3 Stalkers. He's trying to retake the gold base. I think Harstem would be better suited trying to take this base. So +2 Liberators are so powerful. They allow you to 2-shot Stalkers from full HP and shields, and when the Stalkers are EMP'd, they get 1-shotted. It is not easy to beat a Terran once they've got that set up. Now, Harstem is doing an excellent job of zoning his opponent away from that gold base. Oh, he's going to recall down to the bottom side. He wants to pincer this army. Blinks forward, grabs a Liberator. Kelazhur's got to be a little bit careful right here. He could get caught between the hammer and the anvil. But Harstem not really positioning for that. And in fact, moves through the scan. Nice pick off on a couple of Widow Mines. Harstem looking for this army. Disruptor shots are going to fire on out. Oh, man, he's so close to getting a massive pincer on this. But now the Liberation Zones are going to set up. They do have +2 weapons. EMP coming in just a little bit late. Unsiege on all the Liberators. He will immediately re-siege, though. God, this game is actually incredible already. Medevac energy upgrade is coming on in now. And these are ranged Liberators. Harstem. A couple of Disruptors going to go down for free on a bit of a bad rally. Harstem needs to collapse in on this army. Oh, Ghosts. 4 Ghosts. Why are they here? He's going to lose 1 Ghost to a cannon. Harstem not warping in any units. Meanwhile, SCVs are going down somewhere. Oh, in the natural. Stalker's looking for the blinks. I don't think I like this from Harstem.
Base is under attack.
He is getting a flank on this army. Oh, big EMPs on the Stalkers, but now the Liberators are going to all get taken out. So he did force Kelazhur away from this position, and that allows him to clear out all the Liberators. There's 5 more Liberators on the field. But Harstem does hold the base now, and now he's going to have this gold base up and mining as well. Please tell me all 4 Ghosts didn't die to the cannons. Okay, no, only 2 go down. Ooh, big blink forward from Harstem. He's playing super heavy Blink Stalker Disruptor right now. 27 Blink Stalkers, 15 Zealots, 2 DTs, and 7 Disruptors. He does have Blink for the DTs now. Oh, big blink forward will grab a medevac there as well. DTs. Oh, can they take down this base? I don't think so. I think it's going to get saved. Meanwhile, Harstem trying to distract in the front. Oh, he does manage to kill a ton of SCVs, actually. Kelazhur was focused on the main fight, and Harstem, nice blink forward, grabs a Liberator there. Will be able to pick off. I mean, he's killed so many SCVs, actually. Kelazhur is starting to really run low on the worker count. Harstem is playing a very nice ultra-mobile style. He doesn't know that Kelazhur kind of just abandoned the Liberators, but he blinks it on the back. Doesn't feel like he can keep pushing. Oh, Widow Mines. We'll take down 1 of them, and a nice zoning disruptor shot. I like the idea there. Kelazhur. Oh, does lose 1 Ghost right there, cleaning up those DTs. Oh, and now Harstem going to look for the jump. Will be able to get in on top of all of these units. That's a huge find. Disruptor's gonna look to zone out the backside of the army, will get one ghost, and more importantly, pushes that entire army away. The whole army of Kelazhur gets cleaned up on the top side. The Disruptors protect Harstem's move, and look at this. We have passed 100,000 Harstem doing such a good job right there, and this game has been so back and forth, but that might be the maneuver that puts him in the driver's seat, puts him in the winning position he's been looking for. Oh, he does scout that the gold base has not yet been taken. Hang on, with this watchtower, can you blink up to the high ground? Is there just barely vision past this? I think there is. I think DTs specifically would be able to do so. Oh, and nice job. He doesn't reveal the DTs, but he finds the base. Kelazhur is still on the back foot. I would love to see Harstem. Oh, he's got observer speed. Oh, it's so good on this map. He's actually adding on a fleet beacon. Oh, that's a lot of Liberators sieging on up all at once. Harstem will get forced back. We do see the ranged Liberator on the bottom side. Stalker's going to warp on in. I wouldn't mind a Void Ray one bit. Harstem does clean that up. Doesn't even lose the Stalkers. Good job. Oh, Disruptor gets a big connection right there. Kelazhur getting caught snoozing. Look at all these cannons. Would like to see a couple more shield batteries, but I love the idea of the mass cannon. He does need to start mining from these gases. Way oversaturated on minerals. Ooh, this is a lot of Liberators sieging on up. This is going to be a really difficult position to attack into. Very nice from Kelazhur. And I love these two Liberators to protect against the flanks. How many Liberators is on the top side? 5 Liberators. It's not a crazy number, but it feels prohibitive to attack in there. Oh, DTs. Oh, they get out of scan range, and they're actually going to win this little skirmish. Will they? Micro coming in from Kelazhur. Harstem blinking behind. And it actually does end up going in the favor of Kelazhur there. But nice blink forward as Kelazhur's not paying attention. Harstem clears all the Liberators on the top side. Excellent split target fire on the Stalkers as well. And that will allow him to kind of flank this army now. Oh, and he blinks forward, grabs one of those Liberators there as well. Disruptor shot starting to get big connections, clearing out a couple of ghosts and a lot of bio units. And now it feels like Harstem has taken complete control of this game. It is still close in terms of army supply, but this is a bonkers game on Radhuset. And now the last base that Kelazhur is trying to take. Harstem shows up with a bunch of Blink Stalkers. He says, no way, no how are you taking this? Meanwhile, Mama Ship coming on in behind this. And Harstem's just keeping the army pinned in the middle of the map. Disruptor shots are going to be able to cover each other. Huge connections. Kelazhur taking a bit of a gamble, saying, you're not going to fire out all those Disruptor shots at once, are you? And Harstem was like, haha, I've got many, many balls. And all it takes is one. And in that case, I would say 2 of them got big connections. And now Harstem snipes down the command center on the top side. Kelazhur is getting outmined. Not as big as I would have expected, mostly because Harstem doesn't actually have that many bases himself, and he hasn't been able to take this base. But Harstem is in a really good position here. He just needs gas mining. Please, Harstem, start mining gas from this. The mothership, by the way, is going to allow for an instant recall. Oh, look at that. Look at that speed observer. God, observer speed is such a good upgrade. Ooh, we are going to see a bit of a trade here. Will be a gold base for a gold base, which actually is better for Harstem because he's got so many minerals in the bank relative to his opponent. He pops battery overcharge to try and take as much damage as he can, put as much damage as he can on his opponent's army, but he is going to kill a lot of workers here and the command center. Oh, he sees there's nothing here. He can kill all the Liberators, and he is going to blink forward. Will be able to grab a lot of them. Kelazhur will show up, but Harstem gets every single Liberator that was in the middle of the map. There's 3 more on the field somewhere. Harstem actually hasn't even lost the Nexus yet. Kelazhur needs to kill that, like, full stop, but it's now a 100 supply lead. Oh, that was a weird recall, but does it even matter? I don't think so. Harstem is playing this ultra-mobile stick-and-move style so well right now. And Kelazhur, he's trying to micro back, but every time he does, Harstem's going to blink forward and snipe down Marauders. I think this is all she wrote here. Forces the pickup. Snipes down some of the medevacs, and Harstem is going to take an epic game number 1. Kelazhur might do okay in this skirmish, but the supplies do not lie. And Harstem takes game number 1. Very well done. All right, here we go. Game number 2. Spawning down in the bottom right for Team Liquid, it is Kelazhur in the blue. And his opponent spawning up the top left for the Shopify Rebellion, playing an excellent late game PvT. It is Harstem in the red. Now, it is worth noting, of course, that was a map that we won't see in the rest of the map pool. You know, we won't see anything even like that. Nothing is as big or wide open, especially in the late game, as Rad has said. But Harstem wins the big macro game. That's got to be a really nice, just momentum situation for him. Ooh, oh, this probe. Okay, he does spot the SCV. As he scouts, it will get the engineering bay block, and it is a gas first. There's a very high likelihood of Hellions here. Will we see extra probes? Yes. Harstem's going to pull 3 additional probes, 4 probes in total. That will allow him to clear up this engineering bay reasonably quickly. Oh, Kelazhur does not want to lose the SCV. Harstem, though. It's going to take him a little while to clean this up. Now, it seems he does not want to take the Nexus at another location, and I'm on board with that. SCV on the other side of the map. Oh, it's going to be annoyed by Harstem at least. Will, of course, be that quick factory off the back of this. Oh, is he zapping? Ah, would have been nice if he got another zap. He wasn't going to kill it, but would have been nice. Still, this is just fine for Harstem right here, I think. Kelazhur. It is going to be Reactor Hellions, right? It's got to be. It's got to be. Kelazhur building an early Marine. And then will, of course, switch things up. Command center on the high ground here. Harstem, I mean, he's seen the second factory. He knows what there is likely to be. No tech structure just yet. I think it's going to be a Stargate, though. Yeah, he's saving up gas. Oh, in fact, he canceled Warp Gate. Yeah, definitely going to be a Stargate. Definitely going to be a hard gate. And with no Reaper, there's no chance of it being scouted. Ooh, double Cyclone. Okay. Kelazhur. Well, there is a... I mean, there is a ramp at the natural. Harstem definitely wants to find out that it's double Cyclone. He wants to figure this out for sure. And if this probe gives him that information, well, it's a bit of a hero probe, isn't it? Ooh, Harstem will scout that Cyclone. That's really good information. Now, do you go Phoenix or Oracle here? Or do you drop down... normally, I would say never, and I still don't think he will. But a cheeky Void Ray would actually not be the worst. Okay, it is going to be Oracle. He didn't have the money for a Void Ray anyways. Shield Battery's a little bit late. Even with the high ground here, this looks really dangerous. There's no additional Gateway unit on the field. There we go. He is starting up the Stalker, the 4th Gateway unit now. 2 Cyclones, 2 Marines may not seem like much, but it has a lot of potential. Now, that Adept Shade actually ended up being very good for Harstem. Broke the Cyclone's lock on after they got some good shots. Ooh. Oh, Harstem almost got intercepted here. Kelazhur looked like he was moving to potentially intercept a possible Stargate unit moving out. But not going to be the case. What do we have on the other side of the map for anti-air? Nada. Nothing. There are 2 Marines. That is not going to cut it. And this is going to be a ton of damage. It is going to be a Void Ray to follow it up, so I'm not an idiot. I do actually have some understanding of this game, but Harstem has even more because with the Oracle getting across the map, finding 2 SCVs early, he doesn't go back. He says, I'm not going to get baited over here. He's going to grab 2 more SCVs in the main. Should be able to get this one wounded one. Oh, did he run out of energy? He did. Still. Oh, losing that Oracle is really brutal. Actually, oh, man. Oh, so he tried to target the SCV. There was another one on top of it. Stuck around for that. And that actually cost him the Oracle. Ay, ay, ay. Still, 5 SCVs going down is huge. Now, if it's 5 SCVs and he keeps the Oracle alive, it's even bigger. Did he recognize that Kelazhur's gearing up for a big push? That is the big question for me. Ooh, he did let the Void Ray finish, and that's going to be very handy for him. Kelazhur will pull back and knows that there's a Void Ray now. Ooh, that's a cute little siege from Kelazhur. But Harstem... Oh, I was just going to say he's not going to go too far, right? No, he's not. Will be a couple of SCVs being pulled. Probably going to be bunker set up. There's a robotic facility, and Harstem starts up an immediate immortal. Second gate about to start up, or about to finish up, I should say. Harstem has managed this aggression very well, but Kelazhur, this looks so scary from him. Cyclones get some good damage on the Void Ray and on the shields, and that's going to drain a little bit of shield battery energy. Harstem is trying to get up into the robotics bay. He's trying to spot this army, and the Void Ray acting as a great little beacon for vision. Ooh, Kelazhur rotates now and goes up to the top side. And those are... oh, wow, we're going to see a break attempt from Harstem. I was not expecting this. Guardian Shield going to get popped. He will snipe down one tank very quickly and gets out of there before the Liberator could add on much more value. Harstem, I do like the addition of the second Void Ray in this situation. Phoenix could lift the tank, but the Cyclones could go for the target fire on that. Harstem is going to try and get this from the high ground. Immortal will be able to take it down, but not before a few units fall. Still. Oh, Liberator. Oh, shooting at the natural. Getting quite a few workers, but the Void Ray number 2 does pop out. Harstem probably shouldn't be chasing with these Void Rays. Kelazhur will try and unload. There's another siege tank here. Kelazhur behind this does have a third command center nearly done, and he's getting into a bunch more barracks as well. Phoenix did get the cleanup onto that Liberator, and Harstem will shove this back. He lost the Stargate, but he's on Colossus tech. I'd either like to see, yeah, I think a Forge and a Twilight Council. Yeah, I think that's what I want. That's what I want from Harstem right now. Because he needs something that's going to be able to deal with medevacs. Oh, he's going to rebuild the Stargate. Okay, I was wondering if he might, but I wasn't necessarily thinking that was a great idea. We'll get a tank right there. Flicks on Prismatic Alignment, takes it down. Very nice interception there from Harstem. Does he have vision of his opponent's setup? No. Is there an observer anywhere? No. Ooh, tank's getting some big shots, but it's only one. It's on the Stalkers, so their shields are fine. Adept will check forward. That's a lot of Marines. You don't want to attack into this. But, I mean, with the Colossus... No. With 2 tanks, you can only lift one of them. That would be very bold. He's in a good position, I think. There's the Twilight Council now. Man, you've heard of Artosis pylons. This is a super Artosis pylon. Forge, Twilight Council, Stargate, Gateway, Robotics Bay. It's the Buki build of Artosis pylons. One of everything. Man, that was a really nice push from Kelazhur. Ooh, Harstem a little bit supply blocked at 110, and that is blocking probe production. Oh, but his Nexus finishes. Okay, cool. Phoenix does look for a scout, does get kind of denied. It is important to note that Kelazhur's, like, look at the timing on the stim in combat shows. Like, he was very dedicated with this setup. It is so bloody late. So Harstem, the fact that his +1 weapons is very, well, actually it's not that late. Is not bad at all. The charge being as late as it is could be a big problem, though. Kelazhur will move in on the top side. Harstem. Oh. The pylon positioning did kind of give this away. Kelazhur is going to go into the main base. Oh, if Kelazhur... Okay, this will be a quick recall. Good job from Harstem. Oh, he recalls everything. Loses 1 probe, but that's kind of fine. Kelazhur needs to unload right here. Yeah, there's no way you want to stick around on the map. 2 Void Rays and a Phoenix, I think, loses to this, like, pretty hard. Oh, yeah, that was actually quite expensive for Harstem. Loses the Void Ray and the Phoenix. And it might not seem like a big deal, but there's no blink, and there won't be for a while. Ooh, Kelazhur. Oh, does get flanked a little bit. Loses one of the Immortals right away. Good job from Harstem to kind of find that. Did he see this army coming from somewhere? Maybe from across the map. Does lose 1 Colossus very quickly. So both players losing an integral unit quite early on. But that is a lot of Vikings. This looks so scary. Look at the army supply right now. Charge is done. Harstem going to try and go for the break attempt. Ooh, Widowmine's mostly getting mitigated. There's no medevacs here. The Vikings are doing well against the Colossus. Oh, but can he get the kill on this last Colossus? No. All the Vikings have been cleaned up. Even though that was not bad for Kelazhur, it was rather expensive. Oh, there's the Void Ray. Yeah, all he needed to do was leave the 2 Void Rays and Phoenix kind of in position. Still, Kelazhur skipping medevacs pretty much entirely beyond that very first one from the beginning of the game, which is, well, it's maxed out on energy on the top side, but that's not going to help too much against the other army. Kelazhur rotating everything, but look at how overstimmed he is. Harstem, I would have liked to have seen him go into Colossus rebuild a little bit quicker. If he could have recognized that Kelazhur did not... Oh, that's a big mine shot. Not only does it hit the Archon, it also triggered the Immortal's barrier. Still? Wow, there are 2 ghosts. They did just pop out. Where's the second ghost? A little bit further back. Zealots. Oh, just one? Okay, just one Zealot on the bottom side. Big flank being set up by Harstem. Kelazhur, though, has so much bio. The macro has been very good from him. Producing just a crap ton of units here. +2 weapons will complete for Harstem. That will make his Colossus very powerful, especially against so many Marines. 43 Marines on the field. The army is so clumped up. The force fields are huge from Harstem, and these Colossus laser beams are going to go to town. We will see the 2 Vikings trying to snipe that one Colossus. Does manage to get it, but not before it got saved for a little bit. The force fields, the engagement from Harstem were very good, but he is still on the back foot. Kelazhur still enjoys an economic lead at this point in the game, but that was an excellent fight from Harstem. I feel bad because it feels like I'm singing Harstem's praises, and Kelazhur, like, I'm not focusing enough on how well Kelazhur is doing. And Kelazhur is, like I said, he's gone such a great economy, and the push he set up at the very beginning was very nice. Ooh, we'll be able to snipe down at the one pylon here. Big EMPs on the army, taking down 1 and 2 Immortals. Oh no, the Immortal does get saved. Nice job right there from Harstem. And actually, this Colossus really going to town. The Immortal may not seem like a big deal, but with the Marauder count relatively low, although now actually it's not that low. It's actually the Marine count that's been completely gutted. Kelazhur building 6 Marauders at a time. Only 2 reactors and 6 tech labs. That is a bonkers setup. Planetary Fortress on the right side is done. We do see these Zealots that harass on the other side of the map. Look at that! He snipes a Marauder, even though the Zealots were super caught. We're going to see some target fire on the SCVs. Very nice from Harstem. We'll lose this one Void Ray. Oh, nice mass repair. Good job from Kelazhur. Gets the kill. Harstem, though, is going to be able to find quite a few Zealots. It's not easy to target fire all these Zealots with Kelazhur doing such a good job of clumping them up. But he still gets 11 Zealots, or 11 SCVs. Ooh, blink forward, grabs a Liberator, I believe, right there. There are 3 on the field, and these are going to be really difficult to deal with. Excellent decision to add those on, but one of them gets sniped. The Colossus are going to have a difficult time dealing with this, though. More Zealots and Stalkers warping on in. Blink has completed for Harstem. Liberator's adding on a lot of DPS here. Another Colossus joins up. This game has been razor's edge for about 8 minutes now. Oh man, this army of Kelazhur is so overstimmed again. It feels like it's his calling card. Big Blink forward will grab one of the Liberators, gets the Viking as well. And another big stim from Kelazhur. Harstem starting to really make this hold look good. I mean, he's been making it look good for the whole time. Ooh, as I say that, slow warping of Zealots. Where are they? Oh, on the right side here. He's got another pylon getting ready, and it didn't cost him. Wait, did he? Okay, they just finished warping in. He's about to be on 3-0, which is actually going to be really good against 1-1. Kelazhur is super dedicated in this scenario, despite the fact that he's on such a great economy. No second engineering bay. He does have +2 weapons on the way. No second engineering bay, though. No Vikings. No second starport yet. He is adding on the fusion core, and I think more than anything, he needs that medevac upgrade. Man, look at how overstimmed this army is. It is so low on HP relative to its max HP. Like, this is like a third of the army's HP missing. Maybe not that much, but it's a lot. Ooh, Harstem will find Kelazhur splitting his army to deal with the Zealots. And it's just 4 Zealots, and that is huge Now a blink forward grabs another couple Marauders. Won't be able to get these medevacs. Good boost right there. Oh, and Kelazhur will find this 5th Nexus of Harstem. Zealot on the other side of the map was doing pretty well there. Zealots really distracting. Harstem, I don't know if that's... He lost a Nexus somewhere. I don't know if that was a kill or a cancel. It is pretty important considering how broke he's been. Kelazhur is on a 5th command center now, and it's a planetary. Harstem has not been able to afford to do much. I would love to see him add on +1 armor, but he is so shoestring with his budget. I don't blame him if he feels he can't. This is a big army from Kelazhur, but it's a big army from Harstem too. The +3 weapons on the Colossus is going to be good. Disruptors, all of them getting taken out. The Stalkers, though, going to town on this War Prism Micro. Very good from Harstem. Ooh, does lose to the Colossus now. But the Stalkers with +3 weapons doing surprisingly well against the Marauders that don't actually have a ton of HP. God, it's still so close in terms of army supply. Kelazhur, though, is outmining his opponent and is now taking a 6th command center. Harstem does spot it. If he can send even a single Zealot to disrupt that, that would be really nice. If he can't... Oh, no! Oh, that's a big Widowmine shot. Harstem needs to kill that off. Oh, there's that Zealot. Nice job. And he's actually going to find a 2nd SCV as well. So already paying for itself. And in fact, if he gets this 3rd SCV... Nah, he's clicking the command center. Even if he wasn't, he would have had to manually control it to target fire. Ooh, Harstem. Oh, he's going to blink forward. He wants this command center. He does block this. Nice force field. He is going to get the kill. Blocks the mass repair. But is he too far in right now? He can blink out. Snipes down one Viking. Dodges the 2nd Viking shot. Keeps the Colossus alive. Harstem. Disruptor shot in the backline is monstrous. What a fight from Harstem. Oh my goodness. 23 SCVs going down during all this. What an insane situation. That Colossus had no business living. 17 kills and only 9 hull HP. Harstem is popping off so hard right now. And he did, in fact, get that +1 armor. Medevac upgrade, energy upgrade for Kelazhur finally coming in, though. Ooh, Harstem's a little bit caught on the high ground. The Colossus finally goes down. Disruptors will fire their shots out. One of them gets killed. 2nd one gets a decent shot. But is it enough right now? Kelazhur does still enjoy an army supply advantage. He is down 20 workers now. Harstem needs to hold this base. He doesn't even have a pylon. He cannot even warp into the fight right now. Kelazhur, though, where are the medevacs? They are behind, but they are going to be able to heal this up. +3 weapons is about to complete for Kelazhur. Big stim. He wants that disruptor, but the War Prism Micro is good from Harstem. Force field kind of breaking up the concave a little bit. Kind of nice for Harstem here. Disruptor shot gets a big connection. Kelazhur not able to split away from that. He does have more reinforcements, but they're not joining the fight just yet. This game is unbelievably close. Disruptor shot will clear that Widowmine, but Kelazhur avoids it. Kelazhur can knock out this base. Everything Harstem's done will likely be for naught. Good concave of Stalkers from Harstem. It is 3-1 versus 3-1. Medevacs are very good in this situation. War Prism acting as the pylon. Harstem shoots his own Stalker with a Disruptor, and he will tap out. Kelazhur ends up taking game number 2 regardless of everything. What a series we've got on our hands. All right, here we go. Game number 3 of what has already been a banger of a series. Ain't no way you can call this anything other than a banger. Spawning up at the top left for Team Liquid. He managed to scrabble it out after all. It is Kelazhur. Very well done. If he wasn't just constantly flooding pressure at Harstem, no way he would have won that game. And his opponent fighting from a deficit for basically almost the whole game and so close to making a miracle happen. It is the Shopify Rebellion's Harstem in the red. You know what? I've been covering Harstem for a long time. This might be the best I have ever seen him play. He is playing so damn well these days, and I am here for it. He performed brilliantly, specifically in PvT. I honestly don't know what his PvP and PvZ look like too closely. I know that his PvZ is actually pretty decent right now. Like, he pushed Raynor to game 5 and really kind of did have that one locked down. Yeah, just an impressive feat. by any stretch, by anyone's imagination, by anyone's reckoning. And he played some really great matches versus Clem recently as well. All right. Let's talk about this game number 3 just a little bit. We've got ourselves a Gate Nexus. Man, I'm still thinking back to that game number 2. If he had saved that one Colossus, like his army, so, okay, relative positioning would be kind of this position. Right after he had gotten some big disruptor shots and a really good connection, if his army didn't get pinned against the wall, and he was able to save that Colossus with a War Prism, he might have just won that game number 2 and all of a sudden be on qualification point. Kelazhur does go Reaper for the, I believe, first time in this series. Oh, he actually takes a lot of damage. He might lose this Reaper. Yes, it will go down. That's a really nice pick off for Harstem. Now, Kelazhur did get the scout, so at least there's that. He does scout the Stargate, but losing that early Reaper without getting any damage done, well, that's not fantastic now, is it? Harstem looks like he did lose an early probe. Bunker, very quick here from Kelazhur, as he has gone for the Reaper Marine into Reactor. And it's going to be a quick Cyclone from Kelazhur, so we're not going to see anything similar to what we saw in game number 2, but this is an interesting SCV. What is he looking for? Does he want to scout for a potential third Nexus? Or maybe see, you know, actually, oh my god, he's just going to waltz right in. He's going to see what the Stargate's building. Huh. That is amazing for Kelazhur, actually. Meanwhile, other side of the map, Adept does kind of get jumped a little bit by the Cyclone, and a quick recall. Ooh, but a nice pop out from the bunker from Kelazhur. Gets a little bit of damage on those Adepts. Now, the Adepts did recall into the main base, which means they're going to be able to kill this SCV. But he even confirms that it is not just Oracle into, like, very quick Twilight Council. Kelazhur also sees the Phoenix start up. And with that, starts up the third command center. Oh, Harstem does drop the Revelation, gets out before he takes any hull damage. And he sees the third CC, which is actually really big. Wow, that's a much bigger range for Revelation than I expected. Ooh, he sees a little something on this tech lab. Now, does he know that it is not a Banshee Cloak upgrade? Technically, he doesn't. You would assume that it wasn't, but sometimes people play weird mind games. Now, it is going to be a Forge in a Twilight Council. Speaking of mind games, Harstem is looking to go for... this is going to be a very quick follow-up. Is he only going to build the one Phoenix? This normally I'd say this is charge all the way through, but this... Okay, there's the Phoenix. Okay. So he continues Phoenix production behind this. Okay, so it is going to be Phoenix charge a lot. Very quick Forge in Twilight Council, though. Oh, and it's going to be +1 armor. Nice. Raven, of course, does get its interference matrix. That's what he's researching. Now, with 2 Ravens being produced into Phoenixes, you know what? Actually, the Forge in the Twilight Council is such a good decision in response to seeing this upgrade being researched. Because that interference matrix isn't going to help you at all against Zealots. What are you going to do? Switch off a Zealot? I don't even think you can. I actually legitimately don't know if you even can. I don't think so. I've never tried, and I don't think anyone should. I feel like that's some kind of human rights violation. But Protoss aren't humans, are they? So regardless, let's not do it. It seems wrong, philosophically. Now, Harstem, after scouting that third command center super early, he's been chrono boosting probes like a madman. Already up to 60 probes. And he is getting a 4th gas, so he's getting ready to transition already into the next stage of tech. I like this. He hasn't been looking for anything in terms of damage. He's just been saying, I want to keep tabs on what you're doing. Kelazhur is going to salvage the bunker. He is ready to go with his push pretty soon. He's going to have stim and combat shields very shortly. No +1 weapons, but this will be a fast timing, especially considering it's a fast third command center. Now, I don't think... Oh, no, Kelazhur sees the robotics facility. Okay, that is enough to tell him that it was Phoenix charge lot. And you do not want to get aggressive into a Phoenix charge lot player. The Phoenix charge lot player is looking to pick a fight. Now, it is a lot of men with gun, which is quite good against Zealots. But in this case, Harstem would actually have the armor upgrade advantage. Scan comes out at the 3rd base. Ooh, sees that there's no army there. Might he anticipate an attack? I actually really like the idea of Harstem attacking with the upgrade advantage that he has right now. There's no Widow Mines on the field. The Ravens' anti-armor missile will be good, but only if he gets it before the Zealots close the distance, which they might close it very quickly. Marines do get into a nice bunker right as the Zealots show up. Now, this could just look like a small harassment squad. Kelazhur might not realize that Harstem's army is actually, like, the whole army is here. Harstem, though, sees that his opponent's pretty well prepared, just backs up. He was already building a 4th Nexus. He's already getting into the Colossus. A very mature decision from Harstem. And honestly, that bunker from Kelazhur was really great. Look at this. Oh, that supply depot positioning around this. He knows Harstem loves his Zealot run-bys and will deal with that accordingly. Look at this positioning.
Glorious combat.
Spotting Pylon. And I think an Adept does get taken down. Kelazhur going to clear out a lot of these scouting tools, though. Really great stuff from both players. Not a lot has happened in terms of pure action, but the strategic decision-making has been phenomenal. Ooh, this Raven does spot the army. Now, because the Ravens have stayed alive, first of all, they've got a crap ton of energy. They're basically both maxed out on energy. One of them is, 10 energy away. Oh, Zealots are going to slip into the natural. Harstem will see the reinforcements. Nice little spread of the Zealots. Can he actually get these 3 away? That would be very nice, considering the trap that Kelazhur laid. Yeah, he's able to get away with 3 of the Zealots. Second robotics facility is coming online. Extended thermal lance only just started, though. And the second Colossus is still a ways away from completing. Harstem. Ooh. Zealot's going to try and drop in the natural, and I think... Oh, no, he's just going to bypass and go straight into the main. Meanwhile, big anti-armor missile coming on in. Nice force field's going to buy a lot of time. Did Harstem feel like... Oh, no, he's got to pull these Zealots back. They are just dying for free. He does warp in just a handful of more Zealots. A lot of SCVs actually going down. Oh, no, he did warp in quite a few more. Oh, man, so many SCVs going down. Nice lift on a lot of the Widow Mines here. Kelazhur getting away from the position. And all... Okay, no, the Raven does have 1 interference matrix available. Another one and an anti-armor missile. Ooh, is there enough for Harstem to hold? Second Colossus has joined up. It's 1-1 versus 1-0, so an upgrade advantage for Harstem, but the anti-armor missile nullifies that and swings it the other way. However, the 1 Colossus does wake back up. Once again, it is a very close game, but the Zealot warp-in should be enough to push this back. Kelazhur wisely disengaging, but now that the Ravens... Well, one of them did survive, but they're out of energy. Now the Colossus are going to be kings, especially with double upgrades on the way for Harstem. It is even upgrades for now. Harstem has finished up extended thermal lance. Oh, the Raven. He doesn't want to lose that. That is a very expensive unit. It will drop an auto turret. Oh, that's a pretty nice force field. That actually pinned 3 Marauders against the wall. Well, 1 against the wall, 2 against the Zealots. Or EMPs are pretty good here, but the Colossus are really putting out a ton of DPS. Snipes on the Zealots coming on in. Harstem starts up Blink. Kelazhur. Oh, he's going to lose a couple of units on the retreat, but I think it's a wise decision that Harstem didn't push down that ramp. Kelazhur could have maybe bent back into a concave and just turned on him. Look at the resources lost. Jeez. That is a huge difference, but look at that huge gully where a bunch of SCVs went down and a bunch of mining time was lost. Harstem still enjoys a big economic lead right now. Kelazhur, ooh, a triple drop coming into the natural. Oh, he spots it with the Observer. That is huge. Harstem might choose to go for an attack with 3 Colossus and 2-2 and Blink. 5th Nexus will get canceled. Kelazhur does have a 4th command center done, so despite losing a lot of workers earlier, it's not a terrible situation for him. Nice hot pickup from Kelazhur. Gets right out of there. Doesn't even mess around. Oh, a little bit of a wonky rally on these medevacs. He's kind of moving them in a weird way, but it actually is going to work out. He's going to get another cancel on this base. Okay. Oh, but Harstem will be able to snipe down one of the medevacs. That's still pretty nice. I'm looking at this 2-2 timing, though. And... no. Kelazhur's +2 weapons. Yeah, it's moments behind. It's going to be fine. And Harstem won't want to fight before Blink is done, but he will still have a 1 upgrade advantage. God, this series is such a... hotly contested one. Harstem can get into 3-3, but he doesn't currently have the money for it. I would like to see him micro the probes to the left side, but that's a lot to do with how extremely busy this game has been. That Marine spotting the War Prism, very nice for Kelazhur. War Prism speed will kick in, and it is going to zoom. Vikings trying to come back, but they're not going to be able to cut this off. And these Zealots will get unloaded into the natural. War Prism does go down, but it's going to be at least a couple of SCVs going down. If Harstem can click down some more SCVs. No, he's just going to let them do their thing. And they'll find a little bit of bio. Can he click the Marauder? No. Harstem does start up 2-2. Kelazhur has finished up his +2 armor. No 3-3 yet for Kelazhur. There we go. There's the +3 weapons. Harstem actually doesn't even know about this base just yet. And he, with the vision he has, I wouldn't think there was a base there. I think Harstem doesn't know there's a base there. Ooh, Kelazhur will get one of those Viking snipes. Tries to go for the ghost, Harstem does. Surprising he didn't try and click down the Viking disruptor shot. Oh, barely not able to connect. Vikings are going to get some damage. Another big disruptor shot. One Colossus has fallen. Stalkers are all that stands between the Colossus and Doom. Battery overcharge and a bunch of cannons going to complete at this base. Can Kelazhur burn through this, though? No, not at the moment. Maybe sticking around a little bit long as those cannons finish up. But Harstem will hold. He does have the War Prism in the main base, and this time there are not Vikings to deal with it. Oh, if he can get a big warp in, that could be huge. Disruptor shot. Coming on in. Will get dodged. Good job from Kelazhur. Oh, man, the War Prism. I think he thinks Kelazhur might just be on 3 bases. He might think this is a fully dedicated all-in, not realizing that it is not in the slightest. And in fact, Kelazhur is on 5 bases very shortly. Blink forward, tries to snipe that medevac, not able to grab it. Spawning Stalker on the top side will get taken down. Well, he might think this is the 4th base. Ooh, Zealots and a couple Stalkers warping in. Is he going to try and go after the... Oh, no! He put them in the War Prism. Ay. That is a big mistake from Harstem, and Kelazhur is now starting to really surge ahead. He has been so much more efficient than his opponent. But Harstem will kick in with the +3 armor very shortly. And you get a good fight off the back of that on the bottom side. Ghosts are going to be difficult to deal with. There's not a whole lot of girth to Harstem's army. Kelazhur. Oh, nice micro on this bio on the bottom side. There is a skirmish on the top side. Both disruptors do get taken down. It's like a reposition here. Battery overcharge did keep the one Colossus alive. Once again, it is singular Colossus from Harstem that is doing all the work. Kelazhur floating a lot of minerals, but doesn't have the gas. Just now saturating these 2 gases in earnest. Harstem does have the upgrade advantage for now, and it will turn into just a single upgrade advantage, but it's better than nothing. Ooh, just big stim from Kelazhur once again. Disruptors getting some decent connections to start this off. Kind of an awkward fight to start things off, but a big disruptor on the tail end. Harstem, that was a really nice pickoff. Once again, medevac energy is a big issue for Kelazhur. Not as much as it was in game 1 and 2, but it is starting to become an issue. Kelazhur really loves his mass bio. He loves it a lot. Harstem, I do like the idea of him having lots of cannons at his outlying bases. We are going to see the fusion core coming on in for Kelazhur. No +1 ship weapons yet. So if he wants to go for a Liberator transition, it is a ways away from being set up. Second starport on the way. I mean, you can technically go for the Liberators without that +2 upgrade, but it's so much less effective. Stalker's trying to find a position out of range of this planetary fortress. That one Stalker, that was the bad luck Brian of Stalkers. Couldn't get out of range of the planetary, couldn't set itself up to kill SCVs. Oh. Oh, man, there's like 4 1-health SCVs. He's not going to be able to take them down. God, it feels like whoever wins this game is going to almost definitely win the series. I know that it's too early to call that, and that's not a sure thing. But it feels like the momentum that's going to pivot off of this game is going to be huge. Harstem trying to get a 6th Nexus. Kelazhur doing the same thing, taking a 6th command center. Once again, he's been taking command centers on location. Oh, no, he doesn't. Oh, no, that's a finished command center. Okay. Blinkstalker Disruptor. Harstem is 31 Blinkstalkers, 8 Disruptors here. We got a big army on the top side. Big going forward from Harstem. EMPs are going to blanket the army. Getting a lot of these Stalkers. This is a small but very powerful army on the top side. That base is going to get taken out. We will see a blink forward coming in from Harstem once again. He takes down the command center, gets a big disruptor shot, another one as well. He's going to be able to find a lot of equalizing damage. Now he's got a lot of cannons to fall back to on his 5th base. Will blink forward, grabs the additional command center. He doesn't know about this left side base though. Kelazhur was able to mine a ton of resources from that one base. He sees that there's a single Liberator, will take it down. Oh, and now the mothership. The mothership. I do think that this is going to be a big tool in the late game Protoss armies moving forward into the future. Big EMPs. Stalkers on the right side. They got to blink back. Disruptor shot is pretty decent. Vikings going to land to try and help out in the fight. That means actually the Disruptors are just absolutely killing everything. Kelazhur getting crunched by these Disruptors. One does get denied just before it connects. Another one will get a big connection. Now, once the Disruptors are gone, it's just a lot of wounded Stalkers. Kelazhur has a lot of Marauders. He is charging forward, but here comes the Zealot Warp in. Big Disruptor shot, but it is going to get partially dodged by Kelazhur. Good job on the hot pickup. EMP on the Zealot trying to connect. Now, Kelazhur is going to be able to get out of here. But the game is even once again in terms of army supply. However, Harstem has a big bank. Sniped one of his opponent's bases. Has the mothership out now. And has kept a lot of Disruptors alive. He's still on 5 Disruptors, 2 more about to hit the field, and there's no +2 ship weapons for these Liberators. Ooh, big blink forward, tries to snipe one of the Liberators, not able to get it. Will probably find his command center. Kelazhur is going to end up... Oh, yeah, he blinks forward, Harstem does, to make sure he gets the kill. Marauders take a couple of units on the trade. Time Warp could be very big here. Not to mention even the cloaking field. If Kelazhur doesn't end up scanning the army, he could find himself in a very awkward position where he suddenly just loses vision. And that mothership, look at it, it's keeping up with the army. It's maneuverable. Ooh, Disruptors are going to fire their shots out. We'll be able to get a couple of Marauders. Good spread on the Disruptor shots. Kelazhur trying to split against this, having trouble. Harstem gets a big pickoff. If he knew about this base on the left side, he could kill it so easily. Oh, he doesn't know about either outside base. Harstem is... Oh, man. Yeah, look at this. He's looking for bases, but he hasn't found the 2 big ones. No Dark Shrine, no Blink DT, so there's no easy way to get that. Disruptor shot does get a couple of Widow Mines. Trying to cut off his opponent's army. There's the Time Warp. Liberation zones are really difficult to deal with. Those Liberators are untouchable, more or less. 4 SCVs do go down. I wonder if Harstem realized that Kelazhur might have been rallying to a fresh base on the bottom left.
Your probes are under attack.
Oh, Liberation. Oh, nice job. I love the Void Ray. He's going to be able to take down that Liberator. We'll let him start to mine from there. Once again, Time Warp is on cooldown, but we do have Strategic Recall in the second one. There's that cloaking field. I said it. It could be valuable, and it is. Kelazhur clearly didn't have a scan available. And in these shoestring economic positions where, you know, there's not 17 orbitals or 8 orbitals. Oh, this position looks so brutal for Harstem. He cannot... Well, actually, can he? He's going to try and recall. Wait, did he? Oh, it was a fake recall. It was a fake recall to draw the army over. But is there enough to deal with these Liberators? The answer is no. He tried to draw Kelazhur in to kill the Nexus. He did clean up a couple of Liberators, but that was very expensive for Harstem. That was a fake recall. Oh, that was such a big brain move. But it did not work out. Harstem losing so many workers right now. He doesn't know about these outside bases. They may as well be proxy bases because Harstem doesn't know. Couple of reinforcements not getting picked off. Good job from Kelazhur to cover those. The blink Ooh, there's the cloaking field being activated again. He is going to be able to find a couple of these liberators. Kelazhur not unsieging, so he loses a lot of them. Even now, Harstem might be able to get it done with this army, but he kind of needs to get it done with this army. Ooh, big stim from Kelazhur. He is very light on medevac energy again. Oh, but this army of Kelazhur, or of Harstem getting caught against about the wall a little bit. Nice disruptor shot does connect. One of the disruptors will go down. Harstem, the production tab has nothing. He still has a little bit of income for the moment, but not much. He cannot keep up with his opponent. Void Ray. Oh, we'll be able to... Did he just snipe down 2 liberators with that? He might have. Ooh, medevacs. Once again, very low on energy. A little bit exposed, but Harstem did not blink forward for them. God, the lack of that upgrade. The medevac energy upgrade. Kelazhur's army is so overstimmed. Still, the Stalkers can't fight it easily. Void Ray. Oh, looking around. I like that he uses that as a bit of a scout. Observers. Oh, can he get the Widow Mines? Okay, Widow Mines did not splash the Observers. Nice EMP. Liberator does get sniped down. Oh, Time Warp going to be very good here, but the Disruptors were a little bit too far back. Scan comes down. He's looking for the Observers, not able to get the kill. Harstem. Oh, the Force Fields not able to keep that army in position. Harstem, though, is really making magic happen. Scan. Okay, he does come down, but the Disruptor shot is huge. He might not have seen the ball coming. Marauders, are there enough to close the distance? Force Field's going to try and get utilized. The Mothership is doing everything it can. Cloaking Field will get scanned through. Disruptor shot does get sniped down by Kelazhur. Harstem, is he going to have enough to still win this fight? It's so close. He does lose the Mothership. There was barely enough anti-air to kill it off. Kelazhur is producing so much more than his opponent. If Harstem knew about either of these bases and sniped either of them down, he would almost certainly have won this game by now. But even still, can he clean up the army of his opponent? Oh, there's no Observers left. They've been cleaned up. Harstem starts one up. Disruptors are the only way Harstem can do this still. God, he is fighting tooth and nail. Huge concave from Kelazhur. He will avoid that one Disruptor shot. Harstem going to be able to blink forward on the units on the right, but he cannot clean it up. He saw the base on the bottom left, knows he can do nothing about it, and Kelazhur takes game number 3. My God, this series. All right, game number 4. Spawning down in the bottom right, outlasting his opponent. Better eco, able to take it down. It is Team Liquid's Kelazhur in the blue. And his opponent on a shoestring budget for so long. Still almost made it happen. He needs to dig deep now, though. It is the Shopify Rebellion's Harstem in the red. He actually just forgot to build a probe for a decent amount of time. Absolute insanity in this series. These guys are playing so well. Oh, man. Harstem had a moment where he had map control, and if he spots that left side base, I don't even think he needs to kill the top right one. He just needs to kill that left side base. If he manages to do so with that mass Blink Stalker army after he had killed his opponent's, like, 4th base, he took a good fight at any rate, and he almost certainly could have won the game from that position. But man, oh man, it is going to be hard to get a game like that one off your mind. On the other side of the coin, Kelazhur did such a good job of never letting Harstem run away with it. There are so many players that would have beaten. So many players that would have beaten. But Kelazhur was just tenacious. Man. God, both players showing so much tenacity. Reminder that the winner of this will qualify into the closed qualifier, which will take place tomorrow. They're going to be joining a bunch of other players. There is still one more server opportunity, but you do not want to have to go to the NA server where you're going to be having to face off against a ton of players with a huge amount of ping advantage. In fact, I'm not going to spoil who has qualified already, but there's only one qualifying spot left. Kelazhur, once again, going for this early Reaper here. Harstem. Oh. Oh, that's a little bit unfortunate for Harstem. He shaded forward, but he's still going to be able to get the kill. And I think Kelazhur would have gotten the scout on this Stargate anyways. I wonder if Harstem's going to do another, or pardon me, Kelazhur is going to try and do another aggressive push. Obviously, it won't be the exact same because he's not going for reactored cyclones here. But will he try and do another aggressive push somewhat similar to game number 2? Oh, you are right, Defi. My apologies. Yeah, Kelazhur is no longer a part of Team Liquid. I've been used to him being on Team Liquid for so long. I feel bad about that. But after this performance, I think the chance of him getting picked up by a team is quite increased. We'll see, though. He's not through yet. He will be going for a push, by the way. Medevac coming on in. More Cyclones being produced. There's already 2 on the field. It's going to be at least 3. Kelazhur's pushes have been just brutally powerful. And yes, that is my mistake. I forgot. It's something I knew. Oh, this is interesting. Oh, there is nothing to oh, no, there is. There is a Cyclone at home. Harstem did not see the army. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, he's got no shield battery. Oh, this could actually just be it right here and now. This is very scary for Harstem. He's got Warp Gate completed. He's only on 1 gateway. He's going to pull probes into this. This looks so scary. Will lift the Cyclone. That's a nice move. Oh, but the 1 Phoenix. It's going to stay alive. We'll be able to take down the Cyclone. No, the hot pickup is great. Oracle will come back home. Will get immediately sniped down. Medevac is going to drop out the Cyclone. I think this is too much damage already. I think Kelazhur is about to punch his ticket. Teamless or no, he has done it here. Harstem needed a shield battery. He didn't see this attack coming. He just missed it with the Oracle. Kelazhur was ready for the counterattack. And Harstem is, even if he cleans this up at this point, he's down so many he's lost so many workers. And there it is. GG gets called. Kelazhur will take this one down. Harstem didn't have the shield battery ready. Honestly, a bit of a letdown game, considering how good the rest of the series has been. But I just want to tip my hat, clap my hands for the absolutely stellar performance that these two players both put in. Absolutely stunning performance. And, well, as it would turn out, the winner of Game 3 did, in fact, win the series. If you enjoyed that one, make sure to hit that like and subscribe. Check out the rest of my videos on YouTube, and we will catch you on the flip side.